PhagoMed Biopharma GmbH. Viruses against bacteria. The antibiotics crisis is rapidly intensifying. Already today, more than 25,000 patients die of antibiotic-resistant infections each year in the EU. So we urgently need alternatives to antibiotics. We believe that bacteriophages are the most obvious alternative. Bacteriophages are natural viruses. In fact, they are the most common biological entity on the planet. They can basically be used against any bacterial infection. The first product we're developing will act on a specific type of bacteria, Staphylococcus aureus. This is a bacterium which frequently infects implants. The problem with these implant-associated infections is that they produce bacteriobiofilms. These are bacteria growing on a surface embedded in slimy matrix, which is virtually impossible to treat with antibiotics. However, phages are capable of dissolving this protective slime. Then they inject their DNA into the cell and take over the bacteria's metabolism, so that the bacteria are no longer able to produce their own proteins, only bacteriophages. And when the cell is completely full of phages, it bursts. This causes a chain reaction which ultimately leads to the total eradication of the bacteria cells. This time-lapse microscopy video shows phages in action. You can see how the bacteriophages destroy every last one of these antibiotic-resistant Staphylococcus aureus cells within 4 hours. Our clinical co-founders played a big role in the decision to establish PhagoMed. They include Professor Wippermann in Germany, who's been treating patients in hopeless situations with phages for the last 20 years. The establishment of PhagoMed will enable us to treat more patients with bacteriophages, and also outside of last resort treatment. The reintroduction of phage therapy is a complex undertaking. It requires considerable wide-ranging expertise, which is provided by our international partners. We therefore believe that we are now in a good position to work on phage-based pharmaceuticals. We plan to start our first clinical trials by 2021, and through the trial, provide the evidence that phages can play a big role in Western medicine.